Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olga and today I have a very exciting video that took me an entire month to create. Over the last 28 days, I followed my own anti-inflammatory plan. While I did consult with a dietitian beforehand, I created the structure of the reset myself. One thing I really wanted to explore is that healing and wellness don't come from food alone. It also comes from the way you talk to yourself, your sleep schedule, and how you manage your stress levels. So instead of following a strict meal plan, I rather focused on small intentional changes to my lifestyle. In this video, I'm taking you through all 28 days of the journey, sharing exactly what I did. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to day one of my anti-inflammatory experiment. I'm so excited to start, and today we are focusing on eliminating dairy and gluten. So for example, I changed my regular yogurt because I love yogurts to this goat one. I know they are not sold everywhere, but you can always try a coconut one or just some other alternatives if you really like yogurt just like I do. Also, I changed regular bread to these rice cakes. They are high in rice flour, so I'm still cautious about how much I eat, but they're very thin, so that's fine. Also, my gluten-free oats, and instead of regular butter, I'm eating ghee butter right here. You can also make it yourself. It's fairly easy, but it's sold almost in any healthy organic store. Over here I have some coconut oil and a lot of nuts. Got lots of different teas. So excited to try them. I'm obsessed with any kind of tea. Some organic eggs, tofu. Not much here because I still need to prep everything, but milk. Day 3. Today we are implementing supplements. I have quite a lot since I just got off the medication, but make sure to talk to your professional and ask what supplements do you need. Make sure you're not only taking the supplements that you need, but also the supplements that help the absorption of the original. That's very important. I feel like a lot of people miss that step, and all the supplements you take, they don't get absorbed, so there is no point of taking them. Welcome to day 4. Today we are making a gut-friendly breakfast. That's one of my favorite recipes because you can prep it only once for the whole week and have it ready. All we need are organic apples, oats, and yogurt of your choice. Just chop them and put them into the pan. It's better to have a bigger pan so you can add more water and then you can drink that water. It's actually very healing as well. After removing the excess water, I always put it in a glass so I can drink it for the next few days. It's very healing. It has a lot of fiber. It's warm, delicious. The final view: some yogurt, apples, oats, and chia. You can also add some nuts of your choice, but that's basically very gut-friendly breakfast. Today is about gentle morning movement. Instead of rushing straight into your day, we begin with a stretch. A few slow, intentional movements to wake up the body. Not intense, not overwhelming, just enough to ease into your morning. Good morning, welcome to day 6. Today we're talking about the importance of meditation. I like to do this the second I open my eyes in the morning, before I think about all the to-do things I have on my list, and I simply put on a 5-minute meditation on YouTube and sit on my bed and breathe. Welcome to the last day of week 1 where we focused on morning routine, and we are finishing this week with the vibration plate. It's a great start of your day. It enhances your blood flow and also lowers cortisol, but it's also very fun. I like to put on some music, get my weights, and do some arm exercises, maybe do some stretches, and start my morning energetically. Day 8, today we are talking about skincare swaps I've made on this holistic healing journey. Starting off with the sunscreens, I've changed my chemical sunscreen to the physical one. Unfortunately, some studies indicate that active ingredients in chemical sunscreens can be potentially absorbed into the bloodstream and can lead to endocrine disruptions. And talking about acids and treatments for any skin condition, instead of using very harsh active ingredients, I've decided to be more gentle with my skin and be more healing oriented. So those are more like healing, hydrating, and less harsh. Another important thing in hydrating creams is that I don't want any silicone-derived ingredients. Many hydrating creams recommended by many dermatologists, many good dermatologists that I've been to, unfortunately have those ingredients, and that's definitely not something I want to put on my skin, as we know it can be absorbed into the bloodstream. So I'm choosing more like vegan, healthier options. Welcome to day 9. Today we're cooking a healing soup. I call it an everything soup because I basically put in there everything I have, all the veggies, especially leafy greens, some organic chicken. So it can be like chicken broth with veggies, and then if I feel up to it, I just make it a puree. Welcome to day 10. Today we are discovering the magic tool called the brain dump. I personally love it. I use it all the time whenever I feel anxious or stressed out, and probably by the way I talk right now, you figured out that I am stressed out and anxious. I feel like I have 20 tabs open in my brain right now, and actually brain dump has a big neuroscientific confirmation behind it, how effective it is. So let me get my notebook and a pen, and I'm gonna write everything down. I just finished the brain dump. I feel slightly better. I'm still very tired because it's like 10 p.m. and I woke up really early and I was working the whole day. But the most important part about this brain dump is that you don't have to make it your to-do list, or you don't have to execute it right away. You can actually like rip the page off and just burn it or toss it, because this is just like everything that is open in your head basically, but it doesn't mean you have to do it right away. So it's very calming, honestly. It's just like you give your brain a rest and some room to breathe. On day 11, we are learning about EFT, or emotional freedom techniques. Basically, there are 8 points on your body that you tap and say out loud or think about some things that are stressing you out or you're working on. The first point is over here, then you go between your brows, over here, under your eyes, under your nose, chin, collarbone, over here, and top of your head. Very easy, you can look it up, but it helps to lower your cortisol and rewire your beliefs. Welcome to day 12. Today we are talking about lymphatic drainage. There are many ways to do it, but my favorite ones are dry brushing and just using any type of moisturizer or oil. So with dry brushing, you can't really do it every day, especially if you have dry or sensitive skin, but it's very good if you go from the end of your arm towards your heart, and same with your legs. And whenever you use a moisturizer, here's the picture of all the lymph nodes in your body, and you have to just move the fluid. The lymph nodes are very close to your skin, so you don't have to use a lot of pressure, but you basically move that fluid out of your lymph nodes. On day 13, we are doing evening yoga with my buddy. Make sure to dim your lights and grab a comfortable blanket and just do your favorite slow evening sequence or just a light flow, maybe some stretching. But evening yoga is great for relaxation. It lets your brain relax, wander around, and just process the day that you had. And finally, the last day of week 2, where we learned the importance of having a solid evening routine. I don't want to sound like a broken record because today is very simple, but it doesn't mean it's easy. Just go to bed early. I know, very simple. So make sure you get into your bed 20 to 30 minutes before you actually plan to go to sleep and read a relaxing book or journal. Make sure you disconnect from the outside world. Day 15, today we are going for a walk, and it helps to improve your mood, cortisol level, as well as regulate your circadian rhythm. Day 16 is about scheduling phone-free time. It can either be during your work hours so you can actually concentrate and enter that flow state, or you can leave your phone outside your bedroom. That's what I do every evening, and I don't touch it until I'm done with my morning routine. The internet loves to make cardio sound like the enemy, but your body was made to move, sweat, and release. It doesn't have to be intense, it doesn't have to be punishment, but this is your time to move what's been building up inside you, to let it out in a way that feels constructive, not draining. Day 18 is about doing a creative activity that lets your brain relax and decompress. I am going to color, and bear with me, I know it sounds silly, but you need to have an activity that lets your brain relax and decompress without any meaning or purpose. Basically for shits and giggles. I just love that. Sometimes you need to do something for fun with no purpose or meaning. And I like coloring. Sometimes I do it in the evening or in the middle of the day. I just take 5 to 10 minutes and color. You don't even have to use like realistic colors. You can use some random bright pink color or dark purple. It's just for fun. On day 19, we are doing something just because, and today I'm going to the museum. Not for work, not for productivity, not to take pictures, but just to have fun. Sometimes we get caught up in optimizing our lives, which can be a beautiful thing. But when we are constantly in doing mode, our nervous system rarely gets a time to reset and just rest and digest. So that's why I'm inviting you to do something simply for fun. Welcome to day 20. Today we spent some time in nature. I heard this quote once that says, never trust an indoor thought, and honestly, my life has never been the same. Now, every time I spiral or think that I'm not doing enough or I have not achieved everything I want, I go outside, I take off my headphones, I put my phone away, I look at the sky, and I realize it's not that deep. Like, it's just not. Everything is fine. It will work out. And just, touch some grass. It's healing. It's healing. Don't be scared. Just touch it. Today I'm sharing my favorite nighttime habit, which is the red light therapy. In the past, I just had a mask, but later I invested in the whole panel. It is proven to not only help with boosting your collagen and renewing your skin cells, but also to help with muscle recovery. So instead of just putting on a mask and running around the house and doing chores, I lie in my bed, put my legs up the wall, and do a guided meditation. What is the best way to end your night? On day 22, we are talking about the importance of having an eco laundry detergent. For example, I have this one. Whenever we use a regular laundry detergent that has strong chemicals and we wash our clothes, bed sheets, or our towels with it, strong chemicals can get trapped in the fabrics of the clothes. And then whenever we put it on our body, it gets absorbed in our bloodstream. So we definitely want to be cautious about that. A lot of those strong chemicals are proven to lead to hormone disruptions or endocrine disruptions. So pay attention to what laundry detergent you are using. Welcome to day 23. Today we are learning about the importance of having glass or ceramic containers, just like this. Plastic containers are really dangerous when it comes to warming up your food or just putting warm food in them, as they release these tiny chemicals that you can't see, you can't smell, you can't taste, which makes them really dangerous. And then you consume them over time with microplastics from the container. So please be very cautious, especially if you bring your food to work and you warm it up in the microwave. Do not bring your food in a plastic container, I beg you. Sawyer and I welcome you to day 24, and today we're talking about the importance of having natural bedding. We spend about a third of our lives in bed, which is approximately 26 years. And I'm not even 26, so that's a lot of time to spend in bed. Polyester or synthetic materials, which is basically the same material used for water bottles, traps sweat and heat in the fabric, and then it creates perfect environment for bacteria, which later can cause some irritation or skin issues. That is why using cotton or natural bedding helps to let your skin breathe at night and remove that bacteria. Day 25. Today I am sharing my secret for the best, the most restful sleep you'll ever have in your life. And I'm not even joking. I'm talking about the weighted blanket. For a few weeks, when I moved from the US to Europe, I didn't have my weighted blanket. I didn't take it with me, and I just couldn't sleep. Like, my anxiety was so bad, I just could not sleep. And if you take your weighted blanket and pair it with magnesium and ashwagandha, that's chef's kiss. There is nothing better, because I feel like I need that feeling that something is like hugging my body. I'm not sure if it's like a psychological condition or a physical condition, but I need a blanket on top of me to like put me, like press me onto the bed. I don't know if it's odd, if it's TMI, but honestly, give it a try, especially if you find that you like to cover yourself in a blanket. It may actually help with your anxiety and help you sleep better. I put mine on top of my regular blanket and put it inside the duvet. Welcome to day 26. Tonight we are doing an evening lights detox. Instead of harsh overhead lighting, we switch to soft, warm lights and let the space calm down. Because bright light, especially at night, can signal your brain to stay alert and increase cortisol, your stress hormone, and that makes it harder for your body to wind down naturally. On day 27, we are upgrading our shower ritual. Not rushing, not multitasking, just intentional elevated care. We spend so much of our busy days constantly stimulated, always on. But your nervous system isn't asking for more. It's asking for safety and softness. So tonight, we slow everything down. We light a candle, put on soft jazz in the background, and step into the moment, not just the shower. Take your time. Notice the warmth of the water, the scent of the products, and the feeling of carrying your body with presence. Welcome to day 28. Today is about socializing. For the past 27 days, we've been building something beautiful. Small, consistent habits that support how you feel, inside and out. We've created routines, moments of care, and a sense of stability within ourselves. But life isn't meant to be lived only through routines and rules. It is also meant to be experienced. Connection, laughter, spontaneous plans, trying new places, sharing moments with people who make you feel alive. Because what's the point of taking care of yourself if you don't allow yourself to enjoy your life? So today, we find balance. You keep your rituals, but you also say yes. Yes to going out, yes to seeing your friends, yes to the sweet treat, yes to the moment. Because true wellness isn't restriction, it's alignment. It's living well and feeling good while doing it. So go out, enjoy it, and carry this energy with you. Thank you for watching my 28-day anti-inflammatory video. I hope it gave you some ideas and inspiration, and that you're able to take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. In my next video, I will be sharing the final results, including what worked, what didn't, before and after of my skin and measurements, and how I feel after completing the experiment. Some things that I expected to work made no difference, while others honestly surprised me. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for part 2 if you want to see those final results. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.